Have you ever been told that sugar is the enemy after age 60? Perhaps you have heard someone say, stop eating fruit because it contains sugar, or brown sugar is healthier than white sugar, or maybe you've seen social media posts claiming that completely eliminating sugar is the secret to healthy aging. With so much conflicting advice, it's no wonder many older adults feel confused. The truth is, sugar isn't as simple as many headlines make it seem. Your body actually needs glucose to function. Every cell in your body relies on it for energy, especially your brain. The real question isn't whether sugar exists in your diet, it's which types of sugar you're eating, how much you're consuming, and where those sugars come from. Today, we'll separate fact from fiction and explain what science really says about sugar after age 60. You'll learn how your body changes as you get older, the difference between natural and added sugars, where hidden sugars often appear, and practical ways to enjoy food while supporting your long-term health. Be sure to stay until the end because we'll also discuss 5 common sugar myths that many people still believe. Let's get started. As we age, our nutritional needs gradually change. Foods that seemed harmless in our 20s or 30s may affect our bodies differently in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. That doesn't mean you need to fear every sweet food. Instead, it means understanding how your body responds to different foods and making informed choices that support healthy aging. One important point to remember is that not all sugar is the same. Sugar naturally occurs in foods like fruit and milk. It's also added to many processed foods during manufacturing. Understanding the difference between these two types is one of the keys to making healthier decisions. Before we talk about foods, let's first understand what happens inside the body after age 60. Growing older is a natural part of life. Along with gray hair and wrinkles, many internal changes occur that affect the way your body processes food. One of these changes involves metabolism. Metabolism refers to the many chemical processes that keep your body alive and functioning. For many adults, metabolism gradually slows with age. At the same time, many people naturally lose muscle mass unless they stay physically active and consume enough protein. Because muscle tissue helps use glucose from the bloodstream, having less muscle may influence how efficiently the body handles blood sugar. Another important factor is insulin. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas that helps move glucose from the bloodstream into cells, where it's used for energy. As some people get older, their bodies may become less sensitive to insulin. This is often called reduced insulin sensitivity or insulin resistance. When that happens, blood sugar may stay elevated for longer after meals. This doesn't happen to everyone, and the degree varies widely from person to person. Factors such as physical activity, body weight, sleep, medications, genetics, and overall health all play important roles. That's why healthy lifestyle habits remain valuable at every age. It's also why regular medical checkups become increasingly important. Routine blood tests can help identify changes in blood sugar early, allowing your healthcare provider to recommend appropriate lifestyle changes or treatment if needed. Now let's clear up one of the biggest misunderstandings about sugar. Many people think all sugar is exactly the same. But nutritionally, where sugar comes from matters. Let's begin with natural sugars. Natural sugars are found in foods such as fresh fruit, milk, plain yogurt. When you eat an apple, you're not just eating sugar. You're also getting fiber, vitamins, minerals, water, beneficial plant compounds called phytochemicals. Fiber slows digestion and helps the body absorb sugar more gradually. That's one reason whole fruit affects the body differently than many sugary drinks or candies. Now let's look at added sugars. Added sugars are sugars that manufacturers or home cooks add to foods and beverages. Examples include soft drinks, candy, cakes, cookies, sweet pastries, ice cream, sweetened breakfast cereals, sugary coffee drinks, sweetened yogurt, many packaged snacks, Unlike whole fruit, many foods high in added sugar provide a lot of calories with relatively few vitamins, minerals, or fiber. This is why many health organizations encourage limiting added sugars rather than eliminating all sugar-containing foods. Another important point is that labels can be confusing. Added sugar may appear under many different names, including cane sugar, brown sugar, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, honey, maple syrup, molasses, agave syrup, rice syrup. Although these sweeteners come from different sources, they are all considered added sugars when used to sweeten foods. Reading nutrition labels can help you become more aware of how much added sugar you're consuming each day. Over time, these small choices can make a meaningful difference. Does this mean you should never enjoy dessert again? Not necessarily. Healthy eating isn't about perfection. It's about your overall eating pattern. Having birthday cake at a family celebration or enjoying a small dessert once in a while is different from consuming large amounts of sugary drinks and processed sweets every day. The goal is to build habits you can maintain for years, not follow extreme diets that are impossible to sustain. When most of your meals are balanced and nutritious, occasional treats can often fit into an overall healthy lifestyle. So far, we've learned that your body changes as you age and that not all sugars are the same. We've also discussed why naturally occurring sugars in foods like fruit and milk are different from added sugars found in many processed foods. Now let's continue by looking at where added sugars often hide and how making small changes can help support healthy aging. When people think about sugar, they often picture cookies, cakes, candy, or soft drinks. While these foods can certainly contain a lot of added sugar, they aren't the only sources. In fact, many foods that appear healthy can contain surprising amounts of added sugar. That's why reading nutrition labels is one of the most useful habits you can develop. Let's look at a few common examples. Many breakfast cereals are marketed as healthy because they're fortified with vitamins and minerals. However, some varieties contain significant amounts of added sugar. Choosing cereals that are higher in fiber and lower in added sugar can help create a more balanced breakfast. Adding fresh berries or sliced fruit can provide natural sweetness without relying on extra sugar. Yogurt can be an excellent source of protein and calcium. But flavored varieties often contain much more added sugar than many people realize. One simple alternative is to choose plain yogurt and add your own fruit, cinnamon, or a handful of nuts. This allows you to control the sweetness while adding extra nutrients. Many specialty coffee beverages contain flavored syrups, whipped cream, and sweet sauces. Some can contain as much sugar as a dessert. If you enjoy coffee, consider trying plain coffee, coffee with a splash of milk, unsweetened plant-based beverages, cinnamon for extra flavor. Small changes made consistently can reduce added sugar over time without giving up your favorite routine. Sugar often appears in foods that don't even taste especially sweet. Examples include ketchup, barbecue sauce, pasta sauce, teriyaki sauce, sweet salad dressings. Comparing labels at the grocery store may help you find options with less added sugar. Granola bars, packaged muffins, breakfast pastries, sweetened oatmeal packets, and flavored crackers can all contribute added sugar throughout the day. Instead, consider snacks such as fresh fruit, unsalted nuts, plain popcorn, vegetables with hummus, plain Greek yogurt. These choices often provide more fiber and nutrients while helping you feel satisfied. Sugar itself isn't poisonous. However, regularly consuming large amounts of added sugar may contribute to several health concerns over time. Let's look at some of them. Foods and drinks high in added sugar can increase calorie intake without providing much fiber or protein. Because they may not keep you feeling full for very long, it's easier to consume more calories than your body needs. Maintaining a healthy weight becomes increasingly important as we age because excess body weight is associated with many chronic health conditions. Large amounts of added sugar, especially from sugary beverages, can cause blood sugar levels to rise quickly. For people living with diabetes or pre-diabetes, managing carbohydrate intake is often an important part of their care plan. Even for those without diabetes, choosing foods with more fiber and fewer added sugars may support steadier blood sugar levels as part of an overall balanced diet. Research suggests that diets high in added sugars are associated with an increased risk of certain cardiovascular problems. However, heart health depends on many factors, including physical activity, blood pressure, cholesterol levels, smoking status, sleep quality, overall dietary pattern. Rather than focusing on one food alone, think about your eating habits as a whole. Your teeth can also be affected. Bacteria in the mouth feed on sugars and produce acids that can damage tooth enamel. Good oral hygiene, regular dental checkups, and limiting frequent sugary snacks and drinks all help support healthy teeth. Consistently consuming large amounts of added sugars, particularly sugar-sweetened beverages, has been associated with a higher risk of developing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease in some people. Again, this doesn't mean an occasional dessert will harm your liver. It's the overall pattern that matters. Healthy eating is built over months and years, not a single meal. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing they must completely eliminate every sweet food forever. For most people, that's neither realistic nor necessary. Instead, focus on making smarter choices more often. Here are a few practical ideas. Instead of drinking soda every day, try water. Sparkling water without added sugar. Unsweetened tea. Plain coffee. Milk, if appropriate for your dietary needs. Instead of candy or pastries every afternoon, try fresh berries. Apple slices with peanut butter. Plain yogurt topped with fruit. A handful of mixed nuts. If you enjoy dessert, pay attention to portion size. A smaller serving enjoyed occasionally can often fit into an overall healthy eating pattern. Another helpful strategy is to avoid drinking your calories whenever possible. Sugary beverages are one of the largest sources of added sugar in many diets, yet they often don't create the same feeling of fullness as solid foods. Replacing just one sugary drink each day with water or another unsweetened beverage can make a meaningful difference over time. Remember, healthy eating isn't about being perfect. It's about making choices that you can comfortably maintain for years. Now let's finish with a few healthy habits that can make reducing added sugar easier and clear up some of the biggest myths surrounding sugar. When people decide to eat less sugar, they often focus only on willpower. But healthy eating is much easier when your daily habits support your goals. Let's look at a few simple habits that can help. Fiber helps slow digestion and can help you feel full longer after meals. Foods naturally rich in fiber include vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, oats, whole grains, nuts, seeds. Instead of reaching for a sugary snack between meals, a fiber-rich meal may help keep you satisfied for longer. Protein also helps promote fullness. Good sources include fish, chicken, eggs, plain yogurt, cottage cheese, tofu, beans, lentils. A balanced meal containing protein, healthy fats, and fiber is often more satisfying than one built mostly around refined carbohydrates. Regular physical activity benefits almost every part of the body. Exercise helps support healthy aging, muscle strength, heart health, healthy weight, better blood sugar regulation. You don't need an intense workout. Many older adults benefit from activities such as walking, swimming, cycling, gardening, chair exercises, light resistance training. The most important thing is consistency. Poor sleep may influence hunger hormones and increase cravings for highly processed foods in some people. Aim for a regular sleep schedule whenever possible. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine may also help improve sleep quality. Sometimes people mistake thirst for hunger. Drinking enough water throughout the day supports overall health and may help reduce unnecessary snacking for some individuals. Water remains one of the best beverage choices for most healthy adults. Let's finish by separating fact from fiction. This is one of the biggest misconceptions. Whole fruit contains naturally occurring sugar, but it also provides fiber, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, water. For most people, whole fruit can absolutely be part of a healthy diet. Fruit juice, however, is different. Even 100% fruit juice contains much less fiber than whole fruit, making it easier to consume more sugar quickly. Whenever possible, choose whole fruit instead of juice. Honey contains small amounts of beneficial compounds. However, it is still a source of added sugar when used as a sweetener. It should still be enjoyed in moderation. The same is true for maple syrup, agave syrup, coconut sugar, and similar sweeteners. Natural doesn't automatically mean unlimited. Many people believe brown sugar is a healthy alternative. In reality, brown sugar and white sugar are nutritionally very similar. Brown sugar contains a small amount of molasses, but the nutritional difference is quite small. The amount you consume matters more than the color. Artificial sweeteners may help some people reduce added sugar intake. However, they aren't a magic solution. Overall eating habits still matter. If you choose to use sugar substitutes, discuss them with your healthcare provider if you have questions about what's appropriate for your individual needs. For most healthy adults, the goal isn't perfection. It's balance. A healthy eating pattern is built from what you eat most of the time, not from occasional celebrations or special treats. Trying to completely ban every sweet food often makes healthy eating harder to maintain over the long term. Instead, focus on consistency, moderation, and making nutritious choices the majority of the time. Let's quickly review what we've learned today. Your body processes food differently as you age. Natural sugars and added sugars are not the same. Many processed foods contain hidden added sugars. Regularly consuming large amounts of added sugar may contribute to several health concerns over time. Choosing more whole foods, fiber, protein, and water can help support healthier eating habits. Small, sustainable changes are often more effective than extreme diets. Remember, healthy aging isn't about avoiding one specific food. It's about creating an overall lifestyle that supports your health every day. Food is more than nutrition. It's also family traditions, celebrations, culture, and enjoyment. Healthy eating shouldn't leave you feeling deprived. Instead of asking, "Can I ever eat sugar again?" a better question is, "How can I build a balanced eating pattern that I can enjoy for years?" That mindset is far more likely to support long-term success. Progress is more important than perfection. If you found today's video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Every week, we share evidence-based health videos designed especially for adults over 60, covering heart health, kidney health, diabetes, brain health, nutrition, healthy aging, practical wellness tips. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which sugary food or drink has been the hardest for you to cut back on? Share your answer in the comments below. Your experience may encourage someone else who is working toward healthier habits. And if you think this video could help a friend or family member, please share it with them. Sometimes one simple piece of information can inspire a lifetime of healthier choices. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.